to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in today's video, I thought I would do a challenge. So a few of you have been asking me to do the £20 makeup challenge, so I thought I would. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. It took me quite a while to pick the products that I wanted. I didn't know if they were good or not. I mean, I bought them online, so I couldn't actually test them out myself. So it might be better for you guys, if you've got a £20 budget to spend on a full face of makeup and you're not sure what to use, then maybe go in the shop first and test your colour outs and things like that. But I managed to do it somehow. I mean, it was quite hard, but I got there in the end. So anyway, if you want to know how to create this makeup look using £20 worth of makeup products, then please keep watching. So what I'm going to do is start off with my eyebrows. So I am going to put some moisturiser onto my brows. I'm not including this moisturiser in the £20 because it's the £20 makeup challenge and this isn't makeup, so technically it's fine. So what I'm going to do is pop a little bit on my hand, get a cotton bud, and because I never use powder for my eyebrows, I haven't in so long. So what I'm going to do is just get the moisturiser, pop that on my brows, and then I'm going to put the powder over the top. So what I'm going to do now is grab this MUA palette. This was £4 and I picked this one out because the reason I picked this palette out was because I thought the colours were so versatile, and this shade here has more of an ashy tone, which I thought was good for my eyebrows. So I'm using this product for my eyeshadow and my eyebrows. Yeah. And then I'm just going to grab this concealer that I will be using, which was £1, and it's like a lipstick, and I'm not looking forward to this, and I'm just going to neaten that up. So now my eyebrows are done, which look really, really dark. Oh god. I'm now going to move on to concealer. So I hate doing concealer before foundation because I just don't think it looks as good. But this is like a stick concealer. So if I apply it on top of the foundation, it's just going to come off and it's patchy and it's not going to go good. So I'm just going to apply it before, and then fingers crossed it looks okay. It just doesn't conceal, does it, really? I feel like I'm just putting lipstick on my face. It feels so gross. I really don't recommend these concealers, but it was £1, so I had to get it. This surely is not good for my skin. I mean, this is awful. So I'm now just going to get a baby wipe, or a makeup wipe, and I'm going to damp my beauty blender because I can't bother to go to the bathroom. This is what I literally do most days. So I've now damped it a little bit. I'm going to try and blend it in. I really don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, it doesn't really want to blend, does it? It's so sticky and gross. So I'm now going to move on to this foundation, which is one of the cheapest I could find that was actually okay. This is a Collection Illuminating Touch Foundation in the shade Cool Beige. I bought everything online, so I haven't tried this out. So I have no idea if this is my colour, but I went for like the middle tone because I did not know. Okay, that looks so light. Okay, let's just have... Yeah, also I didn't have any primer, that was not in my budget, so I just had to go straight with it. I mean, it's okay, it is a bit light, but it'll do. I mean, it is a really light coverage foundation, so if you don't want a high coverage, then this is a good one. And it's so cheap as well, so... I should have just used a tinted moisturiser, but they are quite expensive. I like the Garnier one. So, right. Okay, I have a white face. I'm now going to set everything in place with the Collection Pressed Powder in the shade Candlelight. I should have got translucent because this looks a colour. Let's see. So I'm now just going to move on to a bigger brush and the same powder and just powder my face. So now I'm going to move on to contour. I've literally got one shade to contour with, so this should be really interesting. I'm just going to use this angle brush from the Vanity Plane brush set and just contour because I've literally got one shade to do that with. So I'm just going to suck in my cheeks. I'm going to suck in my cheeks and just follow the natural shadows of my cheekbones and just bronze and contour my face with one colour. Alright job of bronzing and contouring my face. I mean, I'm actually quite surprised. The colour is a good all-round colour, so this is actually quite a good kit. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, but for an all-rounder sort of contour, bronzing and all that, it's okay. So I'm actually surprised by that. Okay, this bit here is just not light, it just feels really weird. So what I'm going to do is go back with this powder and the smaller brush, and all I'm going to do is try to lighten up under my eyes. Oh my god, it literally hasn't concealed a thing. This is bad. Whew. And then I'm just going to sharpen up my bronzer. I'm going to move on to the blush and highlight at the end because I'll be leaning on my face and I don't want it to like affect it in any way. But I don't know if I mentioned, this is £3.50, so you've literally got your bronzer / contour, your highlighter and your blusher. So, oh, it says it on the actual thing. So for £3.50 it's actually alright, and the colour is surprisingly really good. It's like a good all-rounder, so I'm actually quite surprised by that one. So moving on to my eyes now, I am going to... How am I going to prime them? I'm just going to use the foundation because I cannot prime them with the concealer. I don't want loads to come out. I'm like, oh, damn it. I'm going to pop some on my hand and then put a little amount onto my lids. Pretty. I'm just going to use my finger to blend that in, and it's basically just going to cover up, well, it's going to try and cover up any of my veins, and it's really good just to use it as a base before applying your eyeshadows because it makes your eyeshadows come out a bit more and look more vibrant and stuff. So it is really good to prime your eyelids prime your eyelids before applying any eyeshadow. I'm just going to set my eyelids with the powder that I've been using. So I'm now going to move on to the eyeshadow. I'm going to grab this shade here, which I'm going to use as like a base. It is more of a pinky tone, but it's alright, we can work with that. And I'm just going to pop that on my lid. And then also on my brow bone. What I'm now going to do is grab this bottom right shade here and an angled brush, and I'm just going to put this onto my crease, and I'm just going to blend this colour in. It is quite pigmented. And follow it on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to get my angle blending brush and just blend that colour really nicely and seamlessly so there isn't any like bold lines. So the next next thing I'm going to do is grab this smaller brush from the Vanity Planet brush set and clean. Oh, it's got loads of makeup on from before, so I'm going to clean it. And then it's also going to help wet it. So what I'm going to do is grab this beautiful rose gold shade, which is super pigmented. And I'm just going to pop this onto my lid. So surprised with how pigmented these eyeshadows are. I'm then going to move on to what colour? This shade here, and I'm going to mix this one and the bottom one I was using before together. And I'm just going to darken it up a little bit on top of the crease. And then I'm going to go back with my angle blending brush and just blend together. But I'm going to leave the lid shade on its own. I don't want to touch that anymore, so I'm just going to blend this colour upwards. And then I'm going to go in with this shade here, and the smallest brush from the Vanity Planet brush set. And all I'm going to do is pop this in my tear duct, just to brighten it up. And then I'm also going to put that same shade on my brow bone. I'm then going to use this MUA Wet Look eyeliner, which I've never tried before, but it looks alright. And I'm just going to do a wing like I usually do. Eyeliner is done. It was £2 and it is the Wet Look one. I normally use the matte. I find that Wet Look ones tend to peel off, so this one was actually really peely. I wouldn't recommend getting this one if I'm completely honest. I mean, it might be good for you, but it's just gone crumbly on my eyes. Like, it just doesn't look good at all. So I mean, it's okay now, I fixed it. But while I was applying it, it was just going crumbly and stuff. So no, I would recommend spending an extra £1 and getting like the collection one or something, because I'm not a fan of this one, if I'm honest. So moving on to mascara, I'm going to use this one from Miss Sporty. I believe this was £1.99. So again, look at this brush. It's literally my worst kind of brush, but it was the cheapest one I could find. So I'm just going to try and coat my lashes. Oh my god, this is awful. What I'm going to do is just coat them with loads of mascara and then go upwards. I have applied mascara to my top lashes. I like to do it on my bottom lashes once I've applied the falsies, because I just think it looks better. I'm using these Primark lashes in Sultry. These are quite wispy, and I think you can make them more wispy, if that makes sense. So I was quite impressed with it. And then what I'm going to do is apply mascara over the top of the lashes. And then I'm just going to pop some on my bottom lashes. So moving back to my face, I'm going to go back with this palette and I'm going to get the blusher and smile and just pop this really lightly onto my cheeks. And then I'm going to use this highlighter in the middle with the Vanity Planet fan brush.
My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. You and I, we got history, yeah.
This is the MUA lip liner, and this was £1. It's so cool because at the end of it there is a sharpener. So you're good to go. final result. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. What is this bit of hair doing? Ugh. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then it'd be amazing if you can give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe if you are new to my channel. Just a quick overview on all the products. I want to show you, this is my total for the whole product. So it was £20.23. So I did go over by 23p. I'm really, really sorry. Most of the videos I watch, they're like £18, £19, and I'm like, £20.23. So I do apologise for going over 23p. I mean, it's only 23p, but it was so hard. It was the hardest thing. A quick overview on all the products. I would say these two are my favourite. The rest of the products were okay. I mean, the foundation, if you're looking for a light coverage foundation, then this is the one for you. But personally, I like a bit of a fuller coverage. Not too much, maybe medium to full, but I don't know, that one, it was okay. I think that's good for the summer or something, but yeah. But these two, I love this one, and I was really, really surprised with how this one turned out, because it was actually a really, really good product. The eyeliner and mascara, I didn't like. I'm like, no, I didn't like. No, to be honest, they were okay, but you're getting what you pay for, aren't you? I mean, this was £2, and so was this, so yeah, I would rather spend an extra £1 on each of these and get something a little bit better. I mean, the eyeliner from Collection is incredible, and I think it's £3 or £3.99 or £2.99, something like that. And there's a mascara from Miss Sporty, which has quite a thinner plastic brush, and it's pink. This one's more of an orangey, and that mascara is actually quite good, but it's £1 extra, and I couldn't fit it in my price range, so I had to get something that was a lot cheaper. I'm actually quite surprised with how this look has turned out, despite the products that I didn't like. I mean, the concealer, don't buy, just don't buy the concealer. But apart from that, I'm actually quite surprised with how this look has turned out. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you come and say hi to me on my other social medias. My Twitter and Snapchat is amyrose_walker. And my Instagram is amyroseWalker. I love to interact with you in those different ways. Also, make sure you tweet me on my Twitter. I always reply to your tweets. If you send me tweets, I always reply. It's a lot harder too on Instagram and stuff because a lot of you comment. But on Twitter, I just find it a lot easier to reply to you. I just do. So come and say hi to me on those. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I think I already said that. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.